Folks, welcome to Everything Pro Wrestling. Everything Pro Wrestling is a show by the fans, for the fans. I'm your host, Conrad Cushman. I am flying solo tonight. Derek went out to New York for a softball game, I should say today. And Derek did not make it back in time. I don't know if this thing went into overtime or whatnot, but he should be in the chat if you guys want to ask him what happened. But we are here to review AEW Dynamite for June 22nd, 2022. We are also going to try and give our Forbidden Door preview and predictions. And we're going to hear from the people in the chat because, like I said, this is a show by the fans and for the fans. And we are going to try to bring you the best when talking about pro wrestling. I don't think anything else needs to be said. And we're going to have to start it off here with the intro. Let's go.
Everything pro wrestling, they can never be you. Listen to the podcast here for the people. The best show that's here, so listen in. Let the knowledge begin. The opinion and the lesson. Yes, everyday pro wrestling, they can never be you.
All right. What is going on, everybody? We are going to be in here talking some pro wrestling. I see some people coming into the chat, letting us know that they are here. Welcome. All are welcome. Absolutely wild of a week, man. Just been very busy. I actually started speaking with someone, and there are some things in the works that I think you guys are going to like for Everything Pro Wrestling moving forward. Some good things for the podcast. So keep us. We're in the preliminary stages. A lot of brainstorming, thinking still going on. But keep us in your thoughts. And if you have any good ideas for the podcast, feel free to send them my way. You guys can follow me on all social media at EPW Show on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, anywhere you look. And on YouTube, we are Everything Pro Wrestling. That is what the EPW stands for. Let's talk here. First person in the chat tonight was Terrell. Terrell is super hyped for the show. We got B-Boy Skyline also joining us saying, yeah, it was good. Matt Lopez says, good evening, everybody. What's good, Matt? What's good? And if you guys haven't, please go on Twitter, retweet the podcast, spread the word about this. Let's see here. That ending reminds me of some crazy WCW booking. BJ said, I tried to watch as much as I could. This storm took out our power. Prayers, BJ. Hopefully you guys are safe and good. Gonna have to watch it back later. Hope you guys are doing well. I'm hoping I can stick with this as much as possible. Thanks, BJ. Big Paws on the Pup saying, let's effing go. What's good, man? Shout out to Big Paws on the Pup. If you guys haven't checked out any of his stuff, he's doing a podcast right now for PWI, Pro Wrestling Illustrated. So if you guys have Spotify, same place where you can find everything pro wrestling, wink face, you guys can go in there and check him out as well. He is on PWI and he talks just Joshi. And JPQ is the person you want to talk to if you want to talk Stardom. And I really wish we got some Stardom matches on this card. Maybe if they do like a Forbidden Door 2, we could get some Stardom matches because that's what I would really love to see as well added to this. But thank you, JPQ. Jesse and James, the Pro Wrestling Shoot. Yo, what's going on, guys? Check out Jesse's Twitch. He's been streaming some nice WCW content on WWE 2K22. Some really good stuff over there. You guys aren't going to want to miss it. Give him a look when you get a chance. Matt Lopez says that he has some thoughts on Brian. We're going to get into that in the first segment here. That ending was a WCW style ending. We'll get into it. Jesus De Leon. What's going on, Jesus? Thank you for joining us. Yes, you guys are in here talking. I love it. Yeah. Ace has joined us as well. What's going on, Ace? Thank you so much for being in the chat, my friend. Good to have you in here, Ace. Let's get into tonight's show. Like I said, I've been saying this a lot more lately. I didn't take a lot of notes, but I also want to talk about some of the matches that got announced tonight, and I'm going to probably end up having to look those up because there were so many different things that changed with tonight's card, so we'll get into some of that. Let's start off here with the opening segment for tonight's show. We kick things off with the man, Bryan Danielson. He addresses his status for Forbidden Door and Blood and Guts, which is going to be next week in Detroit. Bryan Danielson comes out. He's kind of in a weird mood, and he says that he's got good news and bad news. The bad news is he's not cleared to compete at Forbidden Door and Blood and Guts. Sucks that he can't wrestle, but this is all stemming from that Anarchy in the Arena match. Brian must have suffered some type of injury. He can't compete. Absolutely gutted to hear that. It just sucks, man. AEW, WWE, they've all been bitten by the injury bug lately, man. And I really want these wrestlers just to get their just due, and they're just not, man. It absolutely sucks. Now, afterwards, though, he says there's good news, though. He starts talking about how he's the best wrestler in the world, and that he is one of the best. He's one of the most professional in AEW, yada, yada, yada. But he says that that's not even the good news. The good news is there's a replacement for him to face, Zack Saber Jr. Oh, who is it? And he says that he's not going to announce it at all because he came out the heel tunnel, the bad guy tunnel. I was like, this guy is smart. So Zack Saber Jr. ends up coming out and just staring down Danielson, but there's a mystery opponent now. And from what Excalibur says later on, it's a new member of the Blackpool Combat Club. Interesting. So there's going to be a lot of stuff happening with that. Deanna, I missed you when I was doing my shout outs. Hello, Deanna. How are you? She said, holy crap, what a go home show. Yes. It's a big blow not having Brian versus ZSJ match yet. Yeah, we have to get a makeup for that. Like, Tony, AEW fans, don't forget this. New Japan fans, don't forget this. Like, I really want Bryan Danielson versus Zack Saber Jr. still. Deanna's saying Claudio. BJ saying Cesaro. Ace saying Claudio. My prediction for Daniel's replacement, it's Kurt Angle. Terrell. That's a bold prediction, good sir. Gresham is my 100% bet, but he could be. Cesaro is my close second. Gresham would be good as well. Yeah, at first I thought it was just going to be Wheeler Yuta, but they definitely didn't want to change the trios match that they already had. No Lara's coming in saying Johnny Wrestling. No Lara, how are you? Thank you for joining us. Jesus is saying Gargano or Cesaro. Things are getting sweeter. Gargano may end up going back to the PC if what we heard was true today, that Triple H says I'm back. He's like, I'm taking back over. Wife's in charge. He's moving back into his spot where he feels comfortable. Interesting power plays happening right now in WWE with Power. Johnny Gargano should debut in Cleveland, Deanna says. They've got nothing but time to think about this and figure out where they want things to be. But very cool. After that, we get a promo. Jon Moxley talking about blood and guts. And he's talking about how he's going to push people up against the cage, rip them apart. There's going to be blood. Shout out to Little Caesars. That's all I thought of when he said that. Pizza, pizza. And then he talks about Tanahashi. And in our opening contest, we have Orange Cassidy. And a lot of people aren't the biggest fans of Orange Cassidy. They say the guy's lazy. But you know what I've heard going around the rumor mill lately? Orange Cassidy is not lazy. And you know why? Because he's got Manscaped. And when you go to manscaped.com and use our promo code EPW show, you guys can save 20% and get free delivery on all your Manscaped products. They are going to give you that lawnmower that you desperately need. The lawnmower is helping. It is the summertime. It was hot as balls here in Buffalo. You guys got to get this thing, man. The lawnmower is a beautiful tool that will not give you any nicks, cuts, or anything. And it's safe to use. Trim to win, baby. You guys can also pick up some boxers, ball toner, ball deodorant. Big fan. And they also sell like nose hair trimmers and things like that. They've got nice grooming kits if you guys are going to plan on going out this summer. So make sure you guys go to manscaped.com, get a gift for yourself, treat somebody else if you want to, and use our promo code. It helps out the podcast, and it does wonders. Also, if you like pro wrestling, powerslam.tv, they have the promo code EPW show as well. And you guys can get 1 free month of independent wrestling on us. Man, lots of goodness coming around here. Let's see here. Segue, LOL. That's all I'm good for, Deanna. That's all I'm good for. Ian said, yo, what's up, my brother? How you doing today? I'm doing well, Ian. Thank you for joining us. I hope you are well. I have 4 subscribers. Keep pushing, brother. Keep pushing, man. I'm trying to get to to that next level too. I'm trying to get to 2K, baby. So spread the word. Tell some people to subscribe, man. I feel you on that, man. Getting into this, Orange Cassidy and Roppongi Vice are in the house for this one, and they are taking on the IWGP United States Champion and the Rev Pro Champion Will Ospreay and Aussie Open, part of United Empire. And I guess Orange Cassidy and Roppongi Vice are chaos, I guess it would be fair to say, in New Japan Pro Wrestling. So we've got a lot of funness in this match, we'll say. And I know funness is not a word. So we get the comedy bits we would expect from Orange Cassidy. The hands in the pocket. He's back. He's still slacking. But in this one, he turned it up right when it was time to early on. He started tearing it up in this match. Orange Cassidy's so good. Like, I don't think he gets the respect that he deserves because of the gimmick that's behind him. The dude is tremendous. It's Pro Wrestling 101 at its best. Like, the dude understands what he needs to do, how to wrestle, and he gets it going. I like it. Orange is really, really good, man. Orange is so good at what he does. I agree, Deanna. I agree. And if you guys want to chime in with anything in this match, my favorite spot in the match had to be that turnaround into a suplex, tossed up Orange Cassidy, and he still came down and hit him with the stunner. Will Ospreay sell on this was like crazy. It was a little overselling, but he like had his arms like stiffened up and like stuck out, and he sent him to like another dimension. But it was really good. Like, they pulled it off so well. This match is going to kick so much ass. Like, I can tell you this, Orange Cassidy and Will Ospreay is probably going to be one of the matches that I really, really want to look out for. Like, it's going to be a banger. Trust me. Jocelyn said, Conrad is tremendous. Jocelyn, you had tweet of the night. You and Warren Hayes had me rolling tonight on Twitter. I love it. So good. So eventually in the match, Roppongi Vice made some good moves, some good presses over. I like that Trent was being pretty careful in the match until I saw him get like his legs caught. Aussie Open picked him up and just hit him with a spike pile driver. Down goes Trent. But eventually Orange Cassidy gets in the ring and he hits the orange punch. Great sell. I don't remember who he hit it on in Aussie Open, but great sell. 1, 2, 3. Orange Cassidy and Roppongi Vice win. And then the rest of the United Empire come out. Jeff Cobb and Great O'Khan join them. And after that, though, we get FTR's music hitting. And you hear the don't. The people go banana, as Pat Patterson would say. They go ape shit for this. And I love it. Like, what else is there to complain about with this? Like, they just come out and they get the pop. They deserve it, man. I absolutely love this run for FTR. And I think right now, it's safe to say, I think they're the best tag team in the world. Seriously. Who's stopping them? Who's stopping them? Nobody. So good. So everyone backs down after that, and they kind of transition into a break. Let me go into what is being said in the chat here. Don't mean to go off topic. Is anyone going to the MLW show tomorrow in Astoria? MJF might show up there. Ooh, that'd be interesting. Derek in the chat saying orange punch. What's good, D? What is good? Connor says, what's up? What's good, Connor? Connor knows soccer. I see you out here, brother. Deanna said, I don't know. How crazy would it be if Sasha Banks is actually gone from WWE and has no 90-day non-compete clause and shows up at Forbidden Door this weekend? I know it's a dream booking moment, but one can dream. That is true, Sick. That is true. And welcome, brother. Trent looked like he was hurting. I think Trent was okay. I think he was just selling, but that pile driver, I was like, be careful, bro. Your neck, man. Always thinking of Trent, man. Will Ospreay is getting the IWGP US Championship, even though he is the champion. So he doesn't have the belt because Juice Robinson is refusing to give it back because he said he didn't lose it. So when you can't make a title defense in New Japan, they just strip you of the belt right away. And Juice Robinson's basically saying that's BS. It's basically an interim title to hold it over. They're doing the same thing that AEW is without all the stuff involved in it. Honestly, just you today. Yes, I explained in the beginning, Ian, for that what had happened. O'Khan living his best life. He probably is, man. He probably is. Thank you, Ian, for the EPW. FTR is over AF. FTR is backing up all, they say. Disagree. Young Bucks is still the best tag team wise, Conrad. I don't know, bro. I think FTR's got it right now. They're crushing it, dude. I mean, Bucks are up there too. AEW's tag division is untouched. Like, nobody's messing with that tag division. The people who don't get enough tag time are great tag teams I think should be tag champions. I was thinking it might be Sasha also as the newest member of the Blackpool Combat Club. That'd be wild. That pop for FTR, though, yeah, it was huge, man. Sadly, I won't be going to MLW. Derek Fleming Jr., what's up, Derek? What is going on, brother? Good to have you in here, my friend. If you saw any AEW, man, leave me your thoughts, Derek. Terrell, that'd be dope, but Brian said the person will be his opponent as well, so I'm thinking it's got to be Gresham, Cesaro, or Gargano. FTR is red hot, facts, and Derek saying FTR as well. Telling you, man, it's that music, man. It like hypnotizes us. Let's get into we get a promo after this from Jay Lethal, Satnam Singh, and Sanjay Dutt. They're basically calling out Samoa Joe, and they are advocating for him to be vacated of the Ring of Honor Television Championship if he doesn't defend it soon. Now, before we get into this, if you guys haven't already, make sure you hit that like button on the YouTube video for me. Helps more people find the podcast in the algorithm when they're looking for AEW Dynamite reviews or talking about Forbidden Door. And we want more people to find everything pro wrestling. It's a great help to me, the community, and everyone else who talks pro wrestling. Thank you for that. And if you guys are watching on Twitter or if you're watching on Twitch, come on over to Facebook if you haven't already and give me a subscribe and hit the like button. Thank you. I'm not going to mention this again for the rest of the evening unless it's provoked. Derek said, great go-home show. Looks lots of setup for Sunday. Card looks more exciting for sure. I have summer school tomorrow morning. Dang, brother. No summer school, man. Those are not fun days. This is the Christian Cage I love to see here. Yes. So Christian Cage comes out, and this is the first time we've seen Christian Cage since he turned heel. Christian Cage was an absolute savage in this promo. Now, I like the fact that he let Tony Schiavone stay in the ring, and he kind of used him to get some heel heat without this. But Christian Cage references the Battle Royal from, I believe it was All Out or Double or Nothing. I wrote down All Out. He said that he hitched his wagon at Jungle Boy after, and he rode it until the wheels fall off, getting some free paydays out of it, so he wanted to make some money off of Jungle Boy. And then he talked about, they showed the clip of last week where he says that you raised a piece of shit to Jungle Boy's mom and said that for his birthday, he's going to be eating his birthday cake through a straw. And I was like, damn, come on, Christian. You can't be in here just saying all that stuff. And the man did just get up all in Jungle Boy's face and just, he hit him with that concerto, talk shit to his sister and his mom. Christian was the savage for this. And then he said that his mom might have been seeing her new knight in shiny armor and said that maybe she wants to hook up with Captain Charisma. And that left a lot of people getting upset. But then he brought up Jungle Boy's father. And if you don't know, that's Luke Perry from 90210. He passed away. And Christian kind of went with like the cheap heat route and brought up his father. And I'm sure he cleared it with Jungle Boy. And I saw some people were like, I can't believe he said that. So I'm pretty sure things are cool as far as him saying that in a non-kayfabe standpoint. But damn, that was a hard-hitting line. And after that, here comes Luchasaurus doing whatever he's going to do. And he comes out and he starts choking Christian in the corner. And Christian goes, hey, let's talk about this. You're hurting me. Yelling. Every time I hear that, I always think of Rey Mysterio and Batista when Batista started beating that ass. One of my favorite heel turns in like the new generation of wrestling. And he's sitting there choking him. And then he says, remember what happened to Marco? And it was like, yo, what? And he said, remember what happened to Marco? And Luchasaurus kind of calmed down. And Christian gives him a hug. Luchasaurus didn't embrace him, but he was like, let's talk about this. And he seemed to be in like a trance, sort of. Very, very weird, man. Very, very weird. And they kind of walked away together. And I'm not going to lie. Rob and me were sitting there talking, and Rob said it, man. Tyrannosaurus Tomko Could it be happening? Interesting. The more things play out, let's see what happens with this. But things should be good, man. Let me see where we left off here for the comments. Derek said, this is the Christian Cage I love to see. Ace is talking about that we have a fatal four-way for the title. More on that in a second. Christian Cage is a G. Everything Pro Wrestling going by the poll here. The mystery opponent is either Gresham, Cesaro, Gargano, Sasha, Kurt Angle. Sasha is the boss. Have her wrestle the men as well. Hashtag equality. That hashtag sponsorship money gonna be gone if that happens. I wouldn't do that. You got to be careful when you do that type of stuff. Christian went off tonight. Christian cut one of the best promos this year. Ooh, that's big talk, Jesus. I don't know if I'm going with this year, but he definitely got it. Mentioned Jungle Boy's dad was so savage for sure. Positively, E in the chat. What's going on, E? HBK Tokyo, what's good, bro? Let's see here. Mentioning, remember Marco was double savage. Yeah, I was like, they never bring up somebody who got released, bro. Kurt's neck read your paragraph and said, Kurt who? Christian was killing it. Edge who? Dang. Luke Perry from Riverdale. You guys are going in. The heat from that. Facts. Christian convinces Luchasaurus the turn is beginning. Tomkosaurus. Eric Douglas, what's up? Now Luchasaurus 2. No, I told y'all last week, man. Christian was like, I'm about to get you before you guys get me. I saw what happened to Edge. He knew. And you saw they were on main event this week, so he was like, nah, that ain't gonna be me, player. It's not happening. Definitely cleared that beforehand. Christian wouldn't do nothing sleazy like that. Yeah. Helosaurus. I wake up at 7 tomorrow. Good luck, Ian. Good luck with that, man. Derek said I screamed like Mariah Carey. Yeah. Tell you what, if anyone knows how to ride coattails, it's Christian. Come on, bro. You mean carrying the load? Christian ain't that bad, man. YE writes CLB. Oh, man. That's for old school Ruthless Aggression fans. That's creepy little bastard. That's what Austin used to call him. We find out another match that's happening at Forbidden Door coming up. The Young Bucks and Kyle O'Reilly are backstage, and the Young Bucks say that they're back in Bullet Club for one night only. Interesting. And they're going to be teaming up with Hikuleo and ELP. More on who they're going to face in a little bit, but we know it's going to be Sting and Darby Allin and two partners of their choosing. All right, interesting. Now, going into this next match, and this is match number 2 on the card right now where we are with this. Like, this is how this show moved. We're getting into the All-Atlantic qualifying match. We have Penta Oscuro versus Malachi Black. This one, listen, I don't have to harp on this. I don't have to say too much. These guys came in. We knew what they were going to do. They were going to come in and wow us with all their moves. The moonsaults, the cutters, the rolls, whatever they wanted to do, they did it in this match. And it worked beautifully. Now, I do want to highlight one move that was shown in this. Bro, I don't know how this has ever happened, but we cannot have this, bro. My man Penta went up to the second rope and took Malachi with him and hit a avalanche package pile driver. I have never seen it done before. And when he hit that, I was like, bro, you already know. Like, that's it. He's got to be done. What else is the man going to do? But he took a long time to cover. He sold it like he was hurt. And eventually, not too long after that, he has to fade to black. He catches that kick to the head. 1, 2, 3. Malachi's moving on. We knew the spoiler was happening because of the whole drama with CMLL and AAA, and they're not allowed to compete on New Japan shows. CMLL and AAA, cut the bullshit, all right? Let wrestlers wrestle where they're going to wrestle. Like, I don't understand that garbage, man. Like, it's all that politics stuff that's coming into play, like I mentioned with Forbidden Door. Not a fan of what they're doing, man. Derek said, got to get up for work, Connor. I just wanted to show you love. Good night, all. Good night, Derek. Thank you for joining. This was a banger match. Happy to see Black solo theme again. Match of the night, Ace says for him. All-Atlantic Championship. Yes. I'm upset no U.S. people in the tournament unless you count Canada. Listen, bro. I don't know what this title is gonna be. I'm sure that'll change within weeks when they want to put it on someone else. Penta did not win. Penta did not win. Ian. He took the L, man. This is a great match. Spooky Goth P break. Peace. That was a badass promo by Miro after the match. Where's your partner? He was stuck, man. He got stuck at a baseball game that was far out in New York. So Derek's in the chat, though. Show him some love. He could probably see all the comments. He was in here before. After the match, we find out Pac's coming down to the ring after the face-off with Malachi because their factions are beefing. We also have Miro cutting a promo. And if you guys want to know who the fourth person is from New Japan, it is the Stone Pitbull, Ishii. He's one of the best, one of my favorites from New Japan Pro Wrestling. And I'm hyped for this dude to be in this match. This is going to be a banger of a four-way. Miro, Pac, Malachi, Ishii. Bro, it's going to be a battle, and I love it. And Miro cuts a great promo just saying like he just wanted his championship, his beautiful wife, his hot, sexy wife, and he wanted to just handle business. Really good. Let me see here. I take a three-way with Miro, Pac, and Malachi. That's probably what it would have been, Deanna, if it wasn't for the New Japan show. But I'm telling you, adding in Ishii is worth it. It's a chef's kiss. Everybody saying, what's up, man? To Derek, Miro killed it with that promo, literally spitting. BJ says, Ishii. Let him know, Beej. Yeah, daughter had a softball game, won 13-10, very intense game. I knew it had to go some extra innings because Derek was missing it. He thought he was going to make it, and he wasn't. But I appreciate Derek, though, man. He deserves the night off. He's not getting paid, but he can have the night off. I hope Malachi wins and Miro gets TNT. Could happen. But I think Wardlow's up next for that TNT, man. We got Wardlow coming up for that. Pardon me for a second, those watching live and listening in the audio version. I have to take a sip of water because I'm crushed. All right. More like a gulp of water, man. So good. Water, best drink in the world. Silas Young versus Adam Hangman Page. Boom. Let me tell you this. If you've never seen Silas Young looking like Tom Selleck out here, him and Hangman Page, they've probably wrestled before in Ring of Honor, but Silas Young is that dude. Like, he is a very, very good wrestler. So good, in fact, that I thought tonight he crushed it. At one point in the match, I noticed his shoe was ripping at the bottom, like it was breaking off. So he wrestled till the wheels fell off tonight. He did not give a shit. And they had a really good match with these two. It's an excellent wrestling match. You just have to go back and watch it. Adam Cole's on commentary. Silas Young gets very technical and proves why Tony Khan should consider signing him for Ring of Honor, even as a trainer or doing something involved with the company. I thought he did a heck of a job, and he's still in great shape. Good contest. We know how this ends, though. Buckshot lariat. Adam Hangman Page gets the win. And after this, story time with Adam Cole, baby, gets interrupted by the Switchblade, Jay White. And Jay White eventually gets into a brawl a little bit with Adam Hangman Page. Adam Cole sees the opportunity to come down the ringside. He picks up the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship belt and looks like he might deck Jay White, but then he says, no, I'm not going to do that. But then they both look like they're about to beat on Hangman, and who is going to save Hangman? If I had a coin drop thing, I would, but the coins fucking dropped. My man Kazuchika Okada is in the house, bro. Okada is added to this match, and we have ourselves a fatal four-way for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. This shit is going to be fire, my boy. Like, I'm telling you, everybody in the chat, listen to me. Trust me when I say this. This shit is about to be so good, bro. So, like, as soon as I heard Okada's music, bro, you knew. I wasn't even mad, bro. I wasn't even mad. Like, the people went nuts. I won't even read some of the tweets that I saw and got after this. The Rainmaker is going to be here, man. The Rainmaker. I love it. I love it. Derek talking about some international rules. Wardlow's World, yes. I saw someone put that to Elmo's World on Botchamania today. Freaking hilarious. Sips yak. No yak here. Page 1, yes, he did. All my homies love water. This was match of the night, fire. This match is by leaning towards what I would say was match of the night. When do you think Max comes back? I say All Out. Oh, Max who? Am I thinking of someone else? Let me know, Eric, who you were talking about. Silas is great. I hope they sign him to ROH. There's already too many booked bodies already. I don't know what that means, Eric. You got some typos, I think, in your comments. Adam Cole signing New Japan Pro. He's not signing there. BJ wrote, Rainmaker. Everybody's yelling at Okada. I fell out. I can't wait. My man Matt Lopez said, make it rain, then clear it out. Okada in AEW was great. I love it, man. That coin drop, I lost my shit. Yeah, so did me and Rob. We were watching it together, going in. I screamed my lungs out when Okada came out. Let it rain, the Rainmaker. Oh, MJF. I don't know when MJF's coming back. You can hold off on this for a while if you wanted to. Very smart. About him signing the ROH dude. Oh, Silas Young, he could sign him. Like I said, Ring of Honor is going to need a couple of people. Once they split that roster, I think things will become more balanced for Tony Khan. Rainmaker falls again to the Switchblade. Get him out of here. Man, this is going to be good. It's going to be good. I can't wait for this four-way. This might steal the show at Forbidden Door as well. There's a lot of potential matches. It's the four-way right now, the tag title match, and the then again, we don't know the ZSJ match. See, there's lots of things happening here, man. Lots of moving pieces that we don't know about. It truly sucks. Omega isn't healthy enough to wrestle for this. That's why I'm hoping if we all show up and we let them know that we get a Forbidden Door too. I love it. Jade Cargill and the baddies are looking for a replacement. And they say Red Velvet's out, but we got to keep it moving. And so we're given the rules by the formerly known Malcolm Bivens, Stokely Hathaway. And he says, you guys have to send it in. You got to be bad. They want top quality baddies in the baddies. And he said, my sisters in Christ, keep it PG. I love this man so much. Stokely Hathaway is the man. I love it. Big fan of this dude, man. Keep it PG. I love it. I love it. We got to have a contest. We should have some EPW baddies and somebody you can keep it PG-13 for this. Damn, poor Red got kicked out already. Hey man, they got to keep it moving. Who won the women's championship? It's still on Jade Cargill right now, brother, for the TBS title. After that, Chris Statlander and Athena cut a promo. They were being like weird. I really couldn't hear it because it was loud in my house, but they were, just trying to be funny. And, they said, cut the shit, Jade. It was all right for what it was. It's one of these two who I think will finally dethrone Jade Cargill. And I have a feeling it's going to be Chris Statlander. I'm calling that one now too. That'll be the future matchup here. Yeah, but Athena was slaying. Yeah, see, I wish I could have heard what she said more. And that's just issues that I had going on with me over here. Next up, Marina Shafir, Toni Storm. This is kind of a do-over for Marina Shafir. I wanted to watch this one to see how her skills were in the match. I thought this was a serviceable match. I didn't really have too many issues about it. Not much to complain about. Marina Shafir wrestles a very MMA-like style, and she tries to incorporate some of that into the match, giving it like that real feel. And her and Toni Storm went out there and they had a really good match. It ends with the finish being reversal on a pump handle slam into a bridging schoolgirl for the pinfall. Toni Storm is out here looking great. By the way, the whiplash when Toni Storm does the ass to the turnbuckle bump, I don't know how she does it, bro. That looks brutal every time. And if they're not being touched at all on that, if somebody ever gets to ask one of the wrestlers that, money, bro. That's a money looking move, because I don't know how people don't get hurt on that. I want to grab my neck after seeing it. Like, dang, that looks a little bit rough. Let me see here. Where's Anna? Isn't she in the group too? No. Anna Jay's not in that group. Anna Jay's kind of been lost in the shuffle lately a little bit. I think it's Athena, but I don't mind if Chris is the one who wins. Tony Storm wins. The Alien Queen. Marina lost. Red Velvet is injured and isn't kicked out of the baddies. Yeah, she's still in the baddies, but she's just not here, but they're going to replace her. Death by Whiplash, B-Boy said. Tony and Rosa are going to be fire on Sunday. Yes, I'm looking forward to that matchup. I think Sunday will be Tony time. Ooh, Eric going with a bold prediction there. That headbutt by Tony Storm during the match. Damn, Tony Storm's so good, man. I can't believe that WWE let her slip through the fingers. Like, that's just one of those ones where I'm like, she's so talented, bro. I don't get what happened with that. Following that, so we find out Darby and Sting cut a promo. Darby and Sting announced their tag partner. So it's going to be the Young Bucks, Hikuleo, and ELP, as I said. And it's going to be the Bullet Club version of the Young Bucks versus Sting, Darby Allin, Shingo Takagi, and Hiromu. Oh, my God. Bro, what a great... at first, I thought they were going to do Hook and Danhausen. But they said, no. Shingo and Hiromu will fit in perfectly with Sting and Darby Allin. I think they need to come out in the face paint, all that, and just make it work, man. Blend all of them together. This is going to be a fun matchup, though. I can't wait to see it. It's going to be fun. Let me see here. We got some more people writing in the chat. Waiting for it to pop back up here. And her feud with Charlotte about pies, for sure. Derek says Sunday's going to be fire. Derek's perspective is the one you guys are really going to be interested in hearing, especially if you want to hear someone who doesn't watch New Japan all the time. I want to see what Derek thinks of some of the competitors in the match and like hear who his favorites were, who he wasn't feeling. It's going to be interesting. And Derek will definitely be here to cover that. I'm hopefully going to try to get Rob to stay on too with us because usually me and Rob cover New Japan because we watch it enough to speak about it. Afterwards, Rampage, we get the DKC versus Hook. Andrade versus Ray Phoenix. Yo, Rampage is must watch after I saw that match. Andrade, Ray Phoenix. Yes, and yes. I'm in. I'm watching this Friday. Mercedes Martinez will be in action. Serena Deeb will be in action. And we're getting Jeff Cobb versus Cash Wheeler as well. Gun Club and Max Caster will be taking on the New Japan Dojo. I missed all the guys who were in it for them, but that's going to be a swell trios match. I don't know if Bowens was back. I thought I saw him on the graphic, but I couldn't remember. But that's going to be the buy-in match for the Forbidden Door card. The Fatal 4-Way was announced for the IWGP World Heavyweight title. Okada is in the house. We're going to get Okada, Hangman Page, Adam Cole, and the champion, Switchblade Jay White. This is going to be a fun 4-way. Main event time, guys. We're going to come in here and get through this really quick. Eric Douglas said, I think Sting turns soon. Whoa, that's big. That's big. Any woman who is joining Jay's baddies is going to be a fool and will reduce to cannon fodder for Athena and Statlander. CM Punk and AJ Lee. I wish AJ was back, man. I miss it. Bowens is back, Matt Lopez says. Thank you for the confirmation. Chris Jericho, Lance Archer versus Jon Moxley and our favorite, Hiroshi Tanahashi. This is the main event for tonight. This was everything you expected it to be. Lance Archer is a huge star in New Japan Pro Wrestling. I don't know if people heard the pop he got when he was announced for the G1, but Archer is the man over there. And he's going to be in that Block A. If you guys didn't see, I posted that in the Facebook group, Everything Pro Wrestling group, if you guys want to join. And we also have an official page, Everything Pro Wrestling on Facebook. Leave us a like. That was amazing that Archer just got that pop. Good for him, man. And in this match, Jon Moxley did his stuff in here, but this was really about highlighting like Tanahashi and getting all the feuds in. Tanahashi ends up getting the win at the end of the match. He hits the high fly flow, which is his frog splash onto Lance Archer. That's his finisher. It is a beautiful thing. Jericho was all over the place. At one point, he was thrown onto one of those tables. And it wasn't the best, but Jericho was on that table, and that's how they got down for it. Main event was fun. Eddie Kingston comes out after the match, and he said it's on site. He starts beating on Jericho. Sammy Guevara and Ty Conti were out there. They helped Jericho. Eventually, he eats a chair being thrown at him, Sammy. Then we start seeing Minoru Suzuki come out. We've got, because he's going to be in a trios match. We've got all these people just coming down to the ring. People are everywhere. If you're involved in the show, it's one of those, like they said, WCW beatdowns. We got people trying to pile drive people. They're dropping people on their heads. Kingston standing there with the chair. Referees are stopping him. Mass chaos. I just really say mass chaos with everything. Let's see here. People are saying they love this. The Tech Wizard. It says everything pro wrestling. Do you really mean everything pro wrestling? 100%, good sir. I want no topic left unturned. If we wanted to talk about it, we'll talk about it on here. I do my best when I can. What's going on, Tech Wizard? Thank you for joining. Let me see here. Wolfpack staying at Forbidden Door? I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind. The main event was match of the night. What was Bowen's injury? I think it was his knee again, Eric. He's been having problems with the knee. Mox and Tanahashi won. I love this, Deanna said. Jericho lost. So Tanahashi got to show Americans that don't know what we know. Let's see here. Murder Grandpa was in the house. He was. Suzuki dumping popcorn bucket on Yuta. Yuta was out there trying to brawl. I like that he didn't look scared either. They put him in a really good spot tonight. Nobody noticed that. Sting and Darby never lose on pay-per-view since they teamed up. Save the popcorn. Rob says he has sent me the link for the full card as of tonight. We're going to get into some of this Forbidden Door stuff. I'm going to show you what we had on the card previously. This was before some of the matches tonight, but we have the full-blown card now getting ready to come up. This show looks like it's going to be pretty amazing for all of us that are just pro wrestling fans in general. The key with this is to have fun, guys. This show, maybe it's not going to be your forte, but I think it's worth it for people to go in and just check this out. If you're not familiar with New Japan Pro Wrestling, listen, I was there at one point. I struggled to say the names in the beginning when I first started podcasting, and people were like, man, you should check it out, man, and blah, blah, blah. And there were some people who would just be like, oh, you don't know the names of people? Yeah, that's great. Help other people find that out. That's why I wanted to podcast, learn the names, come back here. Now I can tell you guys why I think New Japan Pro Wrestling is great. I love it personally. Like, it's one of my favorite promotions. And we have the entire card here. Shout out to Rob for this. And WrestlingNews.co. Got to show them some love. Here we go. And I'll start from the bottom and work my way up for the match card here. Did they put in the pre-show match? They did not. The buy-in match. Are we going to take the New Japan Dojo over the Gun Club and the Ass Boys? Or, excuse me, the Ass Boys / Gun Club and the Acclaimed? Interesting. Guys, let me know your predictions as well in the chat. I'm going to go with the Ass Boys and the Acclaim for the win here. I don't know why. I feel like they would be able to. And yes, Tanahashi's hair is magical, for the record. CJ, I got $10 for you. What you got $10 for me for? You let me know. I mean, all the AEW streams I went on pretty much hate WWE. There's a lot of news going on there. So, yeah, we covered it last week, Tech Wizard. We talked about the Vince McMahon stuff. And we are working on getting some additional coverage. I mentioned it at the beginning of the podcast, but yeah, we're working on some different things for the podcast side of things. So yeah, if you enjoy, subscribe, man. Come on over to YouTube as well and subscribe. The only GOAT not on this is Naito. Yeah, I don't know why. Naito, I believe it was just his birthday too the other day or today maybe. Bless up, brother Conrad. What's going on, Sean? Sean Hubbard, Wrestling Weekly. Make sure you guys check him out. One of the good ones in the wrestling community here. Appreciate him. Dojo's taking the L. Matt Lopez says, give me the dojo over them jobbers. I will be at your spot for the show if I can, if you will. EPW did the Raw After Mania. Yeah, and I'll never do the Raw After Mania again. I blame Jesus fully for that. Dojo L, unfortunately. Thank you, Ian. Naito hates American wrestling. Jeez. New Japan Dojo for the win. So it looks like we're split on that one. Let's continue the show here with some. Let's talk about the Bullet Club here. So we're gonna have Young Bucks, Hikuleo, and El Phantasmo versus Darby Allin, Sting, Shingo Takagi, and Hiromu Takahashi. I can't believe we're getting this match, dude. I still like when they said that it was going to be Shingo and Hiromu. I thought that was so cool that they did that because I had a fear they were just going to add 2 AEW guys in. Well done, well done. There's so much hate in pro wrestling, especially WWE. I mean, that's not what wrestling is about. Depends on the fan base you talk to, man. They're going to try to do it. I'm not happy with WWE's product either, though. I'm not going to do that. Do another Raw and SmackDown review, Conrad. Shut up, Jesus. I'm done with that. Not until they give me a show that I know will be pretty good or interesting. Team Sting, Matt Lopez says he's taking Sting on this one over the Bullet Club. You know what? I'm going to agree here. I'm going to take Sting, Darby, Shingo, and Hiromu for the dub here. Give me Team Sting, FTW, Team Sting. It looks like most of us are in agreement for Sting and Darby, Shingo, and Hiromu. Can't be mad. Did the Rainmaker's wife have the baby, boy or girl? I don't know. I have no clue. All I know is he was there tonight. He's going to be there on Sunday. Sonny, I can't be mad. And Sonny, how are you, my friend? I hope things are well. Jesus didn't even show up for it. Come on now, bruh. Jesus, I'm going to, we're going to say you said Jesus didn't show up for it. Jesus De Leon, go to Raw or SmackDown, then come talk. He was at Raw that night. That's why he wasn't in the live stream at the Raw After Mania. Sting and Darby. Make the Vince McMahon investigation TV, and I'll watch that over Raw and SmackDown. Come on now. Zack Saber Jr. versus Danielson's mystery opponent. Now, we had a lot of you guys in the chat throw out some names. I feel like Cesaro was the most popular one. I would say number 2 was Johnny Gargano, and number 3 was Jonathan Gresham for a lot of people. Who do you guys like in this one? I'm gonna go with the mystery person, and I'm gonna pick Cesaro because it sounds like they said he was gonna be a new member of the Blackpool Combat Club, so that should be pretty good. The Technical Wizard. So you pretty much stopped watching WWE. I have never said that, good sir. I watch WWE every week. Why? Out of hope and habit, because I want it to get better. But I don't know if their roster has the depth that they need right now, and they have a world champion who is kind of there, kind of not there. And like I said, I question some of the decisions right now, but I want them to get better, if that's a fair thing to say. I like some of the guys coming up in NXT. I'm a big Braun Breaker fan, Carmelo Hayes. There's a bunch of guys down there and girls that I think have a lot of potential. So, yeah, there's some good things there. Claudio Banks is coming. Okay, Tokyo. I see a lot of people hoping for Sasha. I'm with you. Sasha was my favorite out of the 4 horsewomen. Dang, I hope Roman Reigns becomes the Forbidden Door and Superman punches the main event. Also, whoever it is will be in Blood and Guts. Yes, they're going to be filling in for Blood and Guts as well. Laughing my ass off. The People versus Vince McMahon next season on FX, starring Cuba Gooding Jr., JR as BKM. You need to cut it out. Oh, Cuba Gooding Jr. as BKM. Listen, FX don't miss, E. FX got all good shows. What if it's Daniel Garcia? Could be. I threw that name out there. I mentioned it too. Deanna said, I agree. Tony D'Angelo is fat. Don't you dare. Tony D'Angelo represented the University of Buffalo, baby. You show some respect. Sasha Banks will join an AEW or Impact. AEW. It comes down to money, sadly, for it. Like, I don't think Impact's got enough for what Sasha was making in the E. Chris Jericho and Sammy Guevara and Minoru Suzuki versus Eddie Kingston, Wheeler Yuta, and Shota Umino. I think in this one, I'm going to have to go with Chris Jericho, Sammy Guevara, and Minoru Suzuki. That they just seem like they're going to be the right ones, man. Miss Lyons, Yam Yam Bigelow, Ricky the Wagon, or what was it, Ultimo Wagon? Like they were tripping with those names. WWE has gone a certain route that doesn't make sense, Derek says. Yeah, Derek's kind of turned on WWE a little bit as well. Aren't we talking about Forbidden Door, STFU about WWE? Their show is next weekend. hopefully we'll have some coverage for Money in the Bank as well. Also, show me the money. I know you know. I don't think Sasha is gone. I'm picking Team Jericho. Impact spending all that money on them sets. Well, most of the time they don't. Team Jericho, Thicky Steamboat. Y'all tripping. Derek, watch Impact. He should. Team Mox over Sports Entertainment. Winner take all. IWGP ROH World Tag Team Championship and IWGP Tag Team Championships are on the line. We have FTR, Dax Harwood, and Cash Wheeler, the ROH Tag Champs, versus United Empire, Great O'Con, and Jeff Cobb, living their best life as the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champions. And we got Roppongi Vice versus, or that consists of Trent Beretta and Rocky Romero. What happened to Chucky T? Nobody knows. So, who is taking this one here? I feel like we can eliminate Roppongi Vice. I feel like they're always in the mix, but I just don't see them winning this. And as far as the Ring of Honor tag titles, you got to keep them on FTR for a little bit more. And I want FTR to become the IWGP. So I'm going on the bold FTR for the dub. I think they walk away. I want them to take the Ultimo Dragon picture with all the belts. And when they win the AEW titles from the Young Bucks, which they better, I want to see the picture with all the belts hanging up on them, and they're just like, yes, we finally did it. I think that would be the pinnacle of pro wrestling. You could even have Bret Hart come out to manage them for that one match, bro, and just show him some love. And I agree with Matt Lopez. Don't sleep on Impact. I love Impact Wrestling. It's a really good show. FTR all day. Triple H might be running NXT again. Yeah, we talked about that in the beginning of the show as well. FTR for the win. Also, never simp over whatever Lions. Respect yourselves, Kings. I made Impact isn't part of the upcoming pay-per-view. Yeah, but they're not with New Japan, though. Like, New Japan and Impact work together, and this is AEW and New Japan working together. Friends, how many of us have them? Chucky T. Terrible. So FTR is the favorite. It could happen. Give FTR the belts. Thank you, Deanna. Next matchup here. Let's talk some Thunder Rosa and Toni Storm. This is going to be a banger of a match. I really wish we could have had like someone from Stardom in here still. New Japan's parent company owns Stardom as well. I would love to see more Stardom getting mixed in, even on the Wrestle Kingdom cards, the Dominion cards. Even if they had their own like G1 for those ladies, you could have some really good matchups for them. And not at the same time as the regular G1 either, but this should be good. Toni Storm and Thunder Rosa. I'm taking Thunder Rosa to retain. It's got to be that way. Toni Storm OnlyFans versus Thunder Rosa's brand army. The fans win for all those peaches. FTR winning this Sunday, and then they're going for the Young Bucks. Derek says he's got Thunder Rosa winning. Let's see here. Thunder Rosa. This match is a toss-up. I want to see Toni as champ, but not end Thunder Rosa's run so fast. I feel the same, Matt, but it could go either way, man. I'm just taking Thunder Rosa. I feel like Thunder Rosa is the best bet right now for retaining the championship. If Toni wins, though, I'm not going to be mad. I'll come on here and be happy. I promise you that. Should be good for the women's matchup here. Toni Storm, please. Okay. I see you guys. Wait, Toni Storm, please be Rosa Bear. What? BJ said, I can't lie, I love Rosa as champ, but there is something intriguing about her and Toni swapping back at a time or two, but I think it'll be Rosa. You know what? I would be cool with that if they didn't just do it with the TNT title so much with Sammy and Scorpio Sky. Beat. Laugh my ass off, autocorrect. Deanna said I can't pick. Maybe a schmaz finish? I don't know. Very interesting. And if you guys didn't know, Sunday we're going to be doing a live review after the show right here on YouTube. Subscribe, like, show some love, and we'll be live. Hopefully it'll be me, Derek, and Rob. If not, I'm pretty sure it'll be me and Derek. We'll get his perspective on New Japan Pro Wrestling. Let's talk Will Ospreay versus Orange Cassidy for the next prediction matchup here. It's for the IWGP US Championship that's not around because Juice Robinson still has it in New Japan Pro Wrestling. Who takes this one? I think it's going to be a damn good match. Like I said, sleeper match of the night, possibly. I'm taking Will Ospreay to retain here. Will Ospreay is absolutely amazing. Give New Japan Pro Wrestling that big victory that they need. I just see it going that way for them. It's kind of the right answer. We got Ospreay from Ace. Deanna's also going to agree and say Will Ospreay's getting the dub here. Anyone else with their predictions, feel free to chime in. Orange is going to wrestle. He's going to try. Ospreay versus Juice will be a banger. Ospreay. Terrell says I have Tony Storm defeating Rosa and Orange defeating Will Ospreay. Ooh, for the championship. Terrell's got some bold picks, man. I'm going with anyone going against Will Ospreay. I'd love to see Orange get the dub, but I don't see it, man. BJ says Ospreay for the win, then Juice beats him to get it back. Okay. Double prediction right there. Now we have the new AEW All-Atlantic Championship 4-way match. We're going to have Pac, Miro, Malachi Black, Tomohiro Ishii. Who walks away as the first champ? I feel like someone from New Japan is not going to win this belt right away. I'm also going to say Pac and Malachi Black have the feud with each other. I would love to see them become future champions of the belt, but I don't see it tonight. I'm going with Miro. Miro's my pick to get the win here for this new All-Atlantic Championship. And if you guys haven't seen like close-up pictures of this belt, I like it. I think it's a nice beauty. I know a lot of people like, it looks just like the women's title. So it's a good-looking belt. I'm not mad at it. Yes, we do know that some of the flags do not represent the Atlantic Ocean that are on it. But to me, I don't know if this is going to be like their European title or if this is supposed to be like their Intercontinental. We'll have to see how it's treated down the road here. But I think this belt looks just damn good. So good. That's going to be one for the belt collectors in the chat to try and grab. Let's see here. Tommy End, B-Boy Skyline's taking Malachi. I'm picking Miro to win the Hoss battle. Miro. BJ said game over. Sonny says, on a quick side note, why is Pineapple Pete not in the Jericho Appreciation Society? Pineapple Pete, I don't know, man. He's been doing some wild stuff lately, I've heard. I don't know. Love the style. Now fix the ugly TNT and TBS. I like those titles too, though. Those are good belts. Born and raised, living in Brooklyn. Okay. I'm thinking Miro. Miro seems to be the popular pick here. And we got people talking about Chicago in the chat. Is anyone from Chicago? Are those hot dogs that good? Somebody tell me. Maybe I'll have to message Hill Steven. He's going there first class. I need to know if those Chicago hot dogs and pizza and all that stuff, if that food's that good. I always wanted to try it. Look like they got some good food in Chicago, man. IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. We got the 4-way. Jay White, the current IWGP champion. Hangman Page, Kazuchika Okada, and Adam Cole. Who do you guys have winning this? I'm going Switchblade. Jay White's going to come out and retain. I don't think they're going to do the title change here. I think we got enough factors in here to make something happen, but I do think that this match is going to be good. This is going to be good. Chicago pizza is overrated, Terrell says. I said it, New York City pizza all day. Listen, man, I think people sleep on Buffalo pizza. I think we got some really, really good pizza as well. Nothing wrong, though, with the New York City slices. Facts. Deanna said, okay, Let's see here. The Rainmaker, B-Boy says, so he thinks he's getting it. Pineapple Pete has been freaking wild on the indies lately on Action Wrestling and Uncharted Territory on IWTV. Deep Dish Pizza slaps, Jocelyn said. Switchblade, Jay White. Jesus has got Jay White. Jay wins and Okada gets the belt back in Japan. Breathe with the Switchblade. I think Jay White is keeping it, even if it wouldn't shock me if Okada wins. I would love to see some other people in Bullet Club possibly even show up at the show and get involved in that match. Jay White seems like the popular pick here. But some people are saying Okada could win it as well. I don't see anybody saying Cole or Hangman have a chance in that one. And it's time for the interim world championship match. We've got Jon Moxley versus Hiroshi Tanahashi. Who do you guys see becoming the interim AEW champion? Now, Tanahashi's going to be in the G1. We don't know the timetable for Punk's return, but Punk is guaranteed to defend his title. Sorry, I just smacked the keyboard there. He is going to get a rematch with Hiroshi Tanahashi or Jon Moxley, whoever the champion may be. And I still kind of want that match with Tanahashi to happen. If you could, Punk. If you got time in your schedule. Let me see. Pineapple Pete been wilding on Twitter too. Jesus is coming. He says Mox. Deanna said it's not Cole's time for that IWGP. Mox Ace has. Moxley is winning this. Case closed. Terrell says I'm taking Moxley as well with you guys. I think it would be cool though. B-Boy's taking Tanahashi. I think it would be cool though if Tanahashi wins this and he's over there with that title in the G1. It kind of makes them say like, hey, listen, you got to come back to face Punk. Or Punk's got to go over there to face you. That would be cool. And it would also cement AEW's championship as a official like world heavyweight championship because it's been defended outside of the U.S. Mox is winning this, and I will be shocked if Tana wins and goes through the G1 for a month with that belt. I am taking Tanahashi, BJ says. E says Death Rider wins it. And I love the story behind this, that Moxley's been waiting to face this guy. It's just a beautiful setup, man. Let's see here. I want Tana, but my brain says Mox. Who you taking, Deanna? Listen to the heart of the brain. Who you got? I'll wait for her to come through with her pick in that. But listen, if you guys haven't already, man, make sure that you guys keep it locked with us. Like I said, we'll be covering that next week. We're going to be covering Blood and Guts on this channel as well with our AEW Dynamite live reviews. We also got Money in the Bank getting ready to come up for that 4th of July weekend. I'm going to also be going the next week. I'll be at Dynamite, so we won't have a show on the channel, but we'll be at Dynamite, and then maybe the week after we'll be able to give you guys some of our live thoughts of being there. But it's going to be absolutely fun. We're going to that Rochester, New York show. Woo woo. Hopefully we have some fun and we get some wild stuff building towards All Out now. That would be great. Deanna's taking Tanahashi. I like it. Screw it. I will say Tana for a crazy news-grabbing headline. We've had enough of that for the past 6 months, Matt. It's been crazy. But listen, I'm not going to keep you guys too long. It's 11:08 here on the East Coast. I don't want to keep you guys up too long. But I appreciate everyone who's been rocking with me since day one. I appreciate all the homies in the podcast game. They were all in here. I shouted them out. Tiff, Ray, everybody else who didn't show up in here yet tonight. But I absolutely just wanted to say thank you to all of you guys. You guys have been listening to me, allow me to lean on you for some ideas and stuff for the podcast, make this show better. E, I want to get with you and possibly talk about what we can do to highlight the virtual basement game coming up. If you have any ideas, let me know, brother. And yeah, that's some of the stuff we've got planned coming up for the Everything Pro Wrestling channel. Show us some love. And for myself and the man they call Derek, wherever he may be, we thank you guys so much for rocking with us. And we are out. We will catch you this weekend with the Forbidden Door pay-per-view review. 1.